Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Gamecocks will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Gonna run it. It's Henson. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. Inside, it's McAllister. Makes it past the marker. They make the stop at the 41, but it's... pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Here's Sellers to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Hunt. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front.
Looking for the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Quarterback making adjustments. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Using his legs, it's Clark. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throwing, Sellers. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Looking to buy time. The throw is complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
Looking for a push on 4th down. Maybe some room here. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Man, I'm 4th and 2. I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the 1st down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. The run inside. It's Clark. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They've converted on 4th down once, but here's the big one. 4th and goal. They're going to run it. And he's not even going to come close to the marker on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. They want to run it left here. Maybe a crease. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He goes out of bounds all the way up at the 46-yard line.
I mean, what a huge game for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Palmer, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through. Then he just keeps chewing up those yards, makes the big play.
He's a difference maker, David, and he gets better as the game goes on. So that's great news at this juncture to kind of rip off a big run like that. But this is a guy that builds momentum as he goes. I'd be force-feeding this guy more as the game goes on.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Runs through the tackle and runs through another guy. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. To let that one get away from them, they look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Sellers. Under fire. And it's a sack.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bennett. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Black 18! Black 18! Replace! Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Looking deep. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They kick it away on 4th down. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ball.
Scanning the field, it's Beck. Fires to the tight end. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Throws to the wideout, and they can't make the connection.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw again. Got it behind the line. It's Hansen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Beck. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
And here comes the field goal units for the second time tonight. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a crease, it's Clark. Turning it on! He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Throwing Sellers. Going downfield for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Ball into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Coming out with it, it's Wallace. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run for it, it's Peoples. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Rushes on him. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Bright. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes a grab deep. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34. And what an electrifying play. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
Slips away. Sails one into the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll start this drive firing. Grab behind the line. It's Peoples. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And then my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field.
Going to take a shot. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the number 3 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's Kansas State able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. So this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Throws for the tight end. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Fires to the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peoples. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Beck. He's got him. There he goes. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to go right back downfield. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Penn State.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. From the gun, looking for a man. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Using his feet, showing off the arm. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Got a man. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Again, it's Sellers. Here's a heat. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Sellers knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
You have got to have pass-rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Got his man. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Moving away from pressure. Fires on the move. And he throws another interception. His 3rd of the night. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Play fake, Sellers. Looking to scramble. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Gamecocks line it up with a 1st and goal. Running the red zone. It's Clark. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On the option. The pitch. Touchdown, South Carolina! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And at first you don't succeed, you try again, right? Give it right back to him, man. They tried to be physical on 1st down. He didn't punch it in. I love that they came right back to him. Up front, a better job blocking, created just a little bit of a hole, and that's all he needed to run through.
And he takes this from inside the 5. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the 4th quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Lost one deep down the right side. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds at the 4-yard line, and he almost had a pick 6.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They go play action with Sellers. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the beatdown has ensued.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And I know that wasn't a big game, but this offense needed that, man. That back-to-back picks on back-to-back possessions, they got to get something going, get some good mojo, get everybody believing again, and settle their quarterback down.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Beck. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Makes the catch down the right side. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. He's taking the shot. Goes high to pull it in. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
1st and goal, Penn State.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Wants to throw again. Unleashes to the end zone. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Looking for a man, it's Beck. And he snatches it and comes down in the end zone for the 2.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot, you can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David, the offense. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
You love to see this. You love to see your running backs getting stronger and wearing defenses down the deeper and deeper we get into this thing. And on that last one with the lead, he was able to find open grass, use his speed, and it's an explosive play before they're finally able to get him out of bounds.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. So the last couple of possessions trying to put together a rally, but is it too little too late? Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's second and long. Looking for a man. It's Beck. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which covered jerseys?
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
He's got it along the sideline. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is a huge play as this offense rolling.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Send the tight end in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's going to take a shot. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. To the air, it's Beck. He's got it for the two-point conversion.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. There's a little game pressure on these guys right now. The run has turned this into a ball game again, and now they need to put together a drive here. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression.
There's some room. Picks up the first down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And with this touchdown, man, you got to get a little bit excited. Getting your first win of the season, first 2 weeks has not gone how you wanted it to go. But today, put a good game together. Offense now scoring this last touchdown. Defense go out, hold on, don't make big mistakes, and you got your first dub of the season.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Beck. Here's a throw downfield late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the grab right down the middle. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
At the 26-yard line.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Penn State. He got it beat down in bounds.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a first down and protect this lead. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Looking for blockers. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw. It's Beck. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's...
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.